Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you're an online seller, you've probably thought about switching tools at some point. But then that big, scary thought hits you. What about all my products? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to show you how to import all your listings into Hustle Got Real easily and without losing a single thing.
I mean, it's the number one fear, isn't it? You spend hours, maybe even years, building up your store, finding those perfect products, getting everything looking just right. The idea of having to start all over from scratch, it's enough to make you just not switch at all. But what if I told you that you didn't have to?
Yeah, let's talk about that feeling for a second. We call it the migration headache. It's that pit in your stomach you get when you think about the mountain of work it would take to move your store from one tool to another.
And look, let's be real, the risks feel huge. You're thinking about manually relisting every single item. You're worried about losing all that valuable sales history. Or even worse, watching your hard-earned SEO ranking just disappear overnight. It's just hours and hours of tedious work that, frankly, you don't have time for.
Okay. Enough of the doom and gloom, because there's a much better way. Let's talk about the solution. Hustle Got Real has built a totally seamless way to handle this, and we're about to break down exactly how it works.
I mean, the difference here is just night and day. The old way? It's a recipe for disaster. Manual work, lost history, tanking your SEO. But the HGR way? Well, it actually protects all your hard work. It automatically finds your listings, keeps your sales history and SEO intact, and gets your price and stock synced up instantly. This is migration without the risk.
So, how do we do it? Well, Hustle Got Real gives you two powerful options. First, there's auto import, which, is the one we absolutely recommend for most people. And then there's manual import, for those times you need just a little more control. We're going to walk through both right now.
All right, let's dive into the fan favorite first, auto import. Seriously, this is designed to be as easy and hands-off as it gets.
It all starts right here in your dashboard. Once your store is connected, you just head over to the Publish Products section and click that Import button. That's it. Super simple.
And this is where the magic really happens. The second you click that button, HGR goes to work. It scans your entire store and automatically pulls in all of your active listings. You literally don't have to do a thing. They just show up, ready to go.
And this system is so smart. It's not just grabbing the name. It pulls in all the crucial stuff. The title, the price you've set, all the images, any variations like size or color, and even the SKU or item ID. It gets everything it needs to know exactly what each product is.
So, what's your job in all this? Just one thing. For each product that pops up, you just need to paste in the original supplier URL. The link from Amazon or AliExpress where you got it from. You link it up, and boom, HGR takes care of the rest.
Now, what if you need to get a little more granular? That's where our second method comes in, manual import. This is perfect for when you want total control or if you're working from something like a spreadsheet.
So when would you use this? Well, there are a couple of perfect scenarios. Maybe you're coming over from another dropshipping tool and they gave you a big export file. Or maybe you just need to fix or add one specific listing that, for whatever reason, didn't come through on the auto import. This is your tool.
Now, if you've got products with variations, like a t-shirt that comes in different sizes and colors, you just need to give HGR a tiny bit more information. You'll need the unique SKU for each specific item, and then the attributes that describe it, like color, red, and size, small. This just tells HGR exactly which version of the product to keep an eye on.
The process itself is a super simple three-step. First, you pop in the listing ID from your store. Then, you paste in that correct supplier URL. And finally, you just hit Monitor Products, and you're all synced up. Easy.
And the best part, you're never left guessing if it worked. The system gives you immediate feedback. You'll get a clear confirmation for every successful import, and if something goes wrong, like you pasted a bad link, it tells you exactly what the problem is so you can fix it in seconds. Okay, so let's just pull back for a second and really talk about why this feature is such a game changer. It's about so much more than just saving a little time.
So, what does this all mean for you? Well, it means you can instantly start tracking all your old listings. It means you completely avoid that nightmare of having to relist your entire store from scratch. You get to keep your hard-earned SEO and sales history, and it means you can switch over to Hustle Got Real with absolutely zero risk.
To put it simply, this turns a process that could take days or even weeks of stress and work into something you can knock out in just a few minutes. It gets you back to focusing on what actually matters, growing your business.
Which really leaves us with just one final question for you to think about. When a migration is this fast and this seamless, what are you going to do with all that time you save? Thanks so much for tuning in.